Everybody, Graham here with the latest updates from We Share Abundance. We Share Abundance is a cloud nation. We're an emerging nation. We've been around for about 3 years, a little bit over 3 years, putting in really strong foundations. We're building on rock because we are a nation. We've got to be here for generations, not just a few weeks, months, or years. We have the foundations in place now, and we're starting to increase our income, which will put money in our treasury, provide liquidity and value for our currency. That, of course, will benefit all our citizens, and anybody can be a citizen. We are, as I said, the United States of the world, and we accept people, and in fact, not just accept, but we welcome people from every continent, country, colour, class, gender, creed, background, financial status, educational level, and none of that matters because we're a non-separatist organisation. We don't pigeonhole people. We just say, okay, everybody is just a human being. We recognise that every human being is unique, therefore has something unique to offer our community, and so is of equal value to every other member of our community. With that said, we should be streaming live on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group, We Share Abundance Publicly. And I'll be heading over there in just a moment because that's where we see most of the comments. And we can put names to them. Here in the app that we use to stream on those 3 platforms, we get limited information on the Facebook comments, and that's where we see most of them. But we do have Lewis in from Portugal on YouTube saying hi to everybody. Right, so I'm going to head over to Facebook right now. I'm going to make sure my speakers are off so we don't get any feedback when I get in there. And when I get to Facebook, I will be looking for the public group We Share Abundance Publicly. We Share Abundance Publicly group coming up now, and I'll be looking for the 21st of August. So far, so good. If I click, and we should get the comments panel up, and we do have, and we've got Bozina in from Edinburgh, up in Scotland, Deborah from Southern Alabama, USA, Richard from Devon, UK, Norman from Doncaster in the UK, and I'm broadcasting as well from Cornwall in the UK, not very far from Richard, who's in Devon. And it's been a pretty good day today, a little bit cloudier than yesterday, but still a good day for an English summer. Okay. We will be getting started almost immediately now with a short prayer. And that prayer is just to help us find the path to true happiness. You can't buy happiness. It doesn't matter how much money you've got. You won't necessarily be happy. Yeah, you can get some short-term joy and pleasure out of buying things that you wanted or paying off your debts. But you'll always be wanting more. There'll always be a search for more. What is it I need? And that sort of search, that hole inside you, can only be filled through loving service to others. And that'll bring you that ultimate joy. And the great thing about it is when you go about life with that as your goal, just of being of loving service to others, everything that you want and need in life will start to just flow to you automatically. You won't have to chase it. You won't have to say, oh, I've got to make a lot of money to buy that house, or I've got to make a lot of money to buy the new car or to pay off my debts, because it'll all just happen. And all you do is go about life with that attitude of loving service to others. So that's what this little prayer is about that we're going to have now. We'll follow that with a little affirmation that helps us maintain that non-separatist ideology that we have, where we just see everybody as a human being. We don't pigeonhole them because they're fat, thin, old, young, or black or white, or speak German or Japanese. It doesn't matter, you know. We just see everybody as human beings, part of one big family, all interlinked. So let's get started right now with that prayer, then the affirmation, and then we'll get on to the business of the day and let you know where we are with our updates, where we're going, what's been happening so far today. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love, each member finds the joy of service. And through service, bless each member, that they may attract true happiness and everything they want and need into their life. Amen. Okay, and we've got somebody else coming. Yeah, Derek from Nigeria. The affirmation. We are so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul of thy world. Okay, right, so a big welcome to everybody, whether you're watching this live or whether you're watching replays, whatever time of day. It's lovely to have you here live or watching the replay. And you are important, because without you, We Share Abundance doesn't exist. It would just be a barren desert island in the middle of the ocean somewhere. But we are a thriving community, growing community, and here to help people. And we're on our mission to manage poverty. And we've got Deborah Nichols. Oh, I think was Deborah in before? Did I say? Yeah, she's just saying amen. Okay. Right, we are working on the development to get the changeover from the Wheat Abundance tokens into the Share Hope tokens. And what we've done today so far, apart from a coding that's going on in the background, but things you will notice now is we no longer allow transfers to or from the Waves blockchain, Waves exchange. And that is the first step. So if you've got Wheat Abundance tokens in the Waves exchange, they're going to have to stay there. We will, in time, get all those tokens cleared. But at the moment, the focus will be on the Share Hope tokens. You will find that your balance will automatically be converted on a one-to-one ratio from Wheat Abundance to Share Hope tokens, and then they will be subject to the automatic withdrawals that we will build in for every active elite member in accordance with what's on the website. I think it's shown as in the menu progressive passive income, something like that. If you go through the menu items, you will find it, and that'll tell you how our withdrawal program works. You are encouraged and wise to build as big a reserve as you possibly can in your Share Hope tokens wallet, because your withdrawals are going to start increasing regularly. And The idea is not to withdraw everything that you've got in there. It's to create a legacy of wealth, not just for you, but for future generations, for your children, their grandchildren, and their grandchildren, and their grandchildren. And at the moment, the ways that you can add funds in there, it's all free gifts. We give you tokens for just logging in to your account, and as you read all your messages, um, those tokens transferred at the end of the month into your balance. If you are an Active Elite member, the minimum profit or the minimum increase in your balance would be, excuse me, I need a pat on the back or something. The minimum increase in your balance would be $50 worth of tokens every month. But to add to that, we have a free raffle that we operate every month. And Active Elite members have 6 different chances of winning a prize, and they can range from a few cents up to tens of thousands of dollars. And in the not too distant future, excuse me, not too distant future, hundreds of thousands of dollars, and they will also get into that balance. And you want to build that balance as big as you can. We will be adding additional ways that you can increase your holding of tokens in there to create that legacy of wealth indefinitely for many generations to come. The bonus that we have, there's a power of one bonus, can also be very powerful in as much as doubling any winnings from the raffle or any income you receive from the gift tokens we give you just for logging in to your account. So excuse me a moment. See if that helps. I don't really see how it can, because one is going down to the stomach and the other is into the lungs, 2 passageways. But hopefully, um, it'll clear and you'll be able to hear what I'm saying. So um, we will be adding additional ways in as well as the ones that I mentioned, where you'll be able to add funds into there. And as I say, build it up as much as you can every month. Make sure that it's always you're putting more in than you're taking out in withdrawals. We have other programs. We have our stable stake and our secondary staking, which are designed to create income now, and you make your money and it's withdrawn. There's no building up of funds there. It's just what you make, you take. We also have programs that are not passive income like the staking programs. They are programs where you can earn huge amounts of money if you put your mind to it. Our Poverty Crusher program and our Easy Business Builder. But it takes persistence and patience. But if you do that, if you were to be consistent, patient, and persistent, people that you refer to be the same in either of those plans or in both of them, because they're both relatively low cost to get involved in, then you would build a huge income in 6 to 12 months, thousands of dollars a month, residual income, and it will keep growing. It would just keep growing. But not everybody wants to take that path. It's not hard when you get used to it, but it's creating the right habits. So we have those. We also have um, third-party plans which we have no control over. We are just affiliates in those plans, same as you if you join. You don't have to join under the admin hierarchy, but we try and keep as many people in as we can. But if you, for example, if you join us and you are already in one of the programs that's in there, you don't have to join it again. You can just put your affiliate link in, and that's fine, and it'll help you build your downline in those programs. So you look in multiple income streams for the plans we have. And then if you want to add programs of your own in, you look in the downline builder and you can add your own programs into there. Um, one of the plans that we have in those multiple income streams is Bit Sports. And um, today, you need, if you're a member of Bit Sports, if you're participating, you need to log into your account, and on the right, there's a button, a big sort of round circle. I can't remember what it says, but it's green normally, bright green. But every Monday it goes grey, and you've got to just click on it, because if you don't, they don't pay you at the highest level for your involvement. You only get a fraction of that. Quite sure why they do it that way, but anyway, that's it. Monday is the only day that you don't generate income in Bit Sports. Every Saturday and Sunday included, you do benefit from their arbitrage in the sporting world. So it's a very good program, but you have to remember every Monday to go in there, click that green button. Otherwise, instead of getting 2% or something, you get 0.2%. Um, doesn't make sense to miss out. Okay, I did send messages out about it today, and I do tend to every Monday just to remind people you don't want to just slip up and end up with 100 of the income that you would have had or whatever it works out at. Okay, um, Vortic is another plan. They are still working on their withdrawals, and they should be finished with that by next weekend. And then the withdrawals will be automated and rapid rather than manual and slow. Vortic have introduced some new plans in there, and that they call short-term plans. I've not really had a very good look at them, but I have had a quick look, and they, I don't think they have any merit. In all honesty, I think you're better off with plans A, B, C, and D. D, of course, you need to build your wallet up to 30,000. Once you've got it up there, you're automatically earning 100,000 a year or more. Um, and you can do that by compounding your income. You can do it fairly quickly, no matter where you start. When I say fairly quickly, I'm talking about a 3 to 5 year plan. If you're starting with just $50, you've got to give it a time to build and accumulate. If you're starting with $10,000, it's going to be a few months. You know, if you start with $30,000, well, boom, you're already making 100,000 a year. I think it's actually about 109,000 a year, but there you go. It's a very sound plan, and if you choose to refer others, the compensation plan is very powerful. Um, Kingsley from Manchester. I don't think I mentioned you, and Andrew from New Zealand. I'm not sure I mentioned you either. So welcome to you both. Anyway, um, so that you will notice you can't upload or download tokens now to the Waves Exchange. We are in the process of building our own internal exchange where you will trade your Sharehope tokens for BUD20 choose, you'll be able to just take them straight out onto the Binance Smart Chain blockchain. I think if you want to trade them, you'll get a better deal from excuse me again, you'll get a better deal from our exchange. No fee, you'll get a guaranteed price. Okay. Tomorrow, we will be transferring all the tokens that you have. I think there's about 500 people that have got tokens in their available cash wallet. And we have to move those into the Sharehope wallet so that we can complete the transfer and control the liquidity. So if you've got tokens in there, you've had the opportunity to withdraw them or use them if you wanted. And tomorrow, they will disappear from that wallet. Now, any tokens earned after tomorrow, after we make that trade from commissions, from the SOAP program, the Easy Business Builder program, or whatever else, will remain in that wallet, and you can then, or you will soon be able to put them through our exchange and out onto the blockchain. We're hoping, working towards getting it all done by the end of the month. So that is that is where we are on it, and that is our priority. I've not heard from ROI Tips, but I don't tend to hear from them until 8 o'clock at night, so I usually miss it, and we'll hopefully looking to report on that tomorrow. And that, of course, is for the Facebook advertising campaign we're doing for the 10K Cash Cow program, which will also put significant cash into our treasury. Norman says, what about the old Visa tokens? I have covered this quite a lot, Norman, and I know you're always on our live, so I'm surprised that you've asked the question, but perhaps you're asking somebody else. The old Visa tokens are still on the Waves exchange, and we will be looking at how we can get those converted over onto the Binance Smart Chain once we've got the Twinkie Cash Cow program and the Progressive Passive Income Pools program running smoothly. My priorities, once those two are done, are the Fund Miracles site, getting that programmed, and getting the Visa token sorted out. But the Visa tokens you've not been able to upload to our site since we made the switch from Visa to Visa. But we will be working on the Visa tokens through the Multiply Visa website. And we'll be doing the exchange through that facility and then making them available on the Binance Smart Chain for those as well. Whether or not they'll go through our exchange or not, I'm not sure at this moment. There's a lot of things we've got to think about with those because there are literally millions of tokens out in the exchange at the moment for Visa. And consequently, the value of those tokens at the moment is really, really low. And we're going to have to control the release of those tokens into the Binance Smart Chain, or otherwise there'll be no advantage. So once again, there will be a controlled liquidity feature built in, which will force the price of the Visa tokens. But that we'll get to as soon as we can. Okay, let's have a look. We got Samin from Nigeria. And we've got Derek. Question, please, concerning those that choose to be active for the next 12 months consecutively and failed in a month. What happened to them? Do they repeat the process for another 12 months all over again? Yeah, you have to be consecutively active for 12 months. And so if you decide that you're not going to log in for a month, that ends your consecutive period, you would need to start over again. Yeah, exactly. Good question. Honest answer. And we got Michael in from the Bahamas. As an elite member, do I understand you are saying that I would have to make $100 payment to start receiving payments from the Wealth Builder? No. Well, you may understand that, but if you do, you're understanding it wrong. Every active elite member that completes 12 active months as an active elite member, 12 consecutive months, sorry, as an active elite member, and that will start receiving withdrawals. Any active elite member that wishes to bring that forward can put $100 in, and that will instantly qualify them instead of going through the 12 consecutive months. We've got Reynold in from Trinidad and Tobago. Stay positive, yeah. Richard, will you be changing to B20 the staking plan payments too? Yes, but possibly not at the same time. We'll have to do one thing at a time. But ultimately, yeah, we will be moving everything into the BP20 as opposed to TRC20. But we'll probably have, we'll just keep those wallets going until we automate them. Once we automate the payouts from there, because at the moment they're done manually for staple staking and secondary staking, but we do want to automate that. When we automate it, it will change to BP20. We will not be changing the wallet until we move on to that automation. How soon we'll get at that, I'm not quite sure. But it is going to happen. Okay. Right. Let me just check in Melon app, see if we've got any questions in there, and then I'll give you some numbers. No, it doesn't look like we have, so I'll come back here. One other thing, today, Avazu launched their free games. Now, initially, it's just the weekly game. So you get 5 spins of a wheel, and if you get enough points, you get into the top, can't remember how many, top 20 positions, something like that. All the rules are there on the site, and I can't remember what they are. Then you go into a spin-off before next week anyway, before the close down on Sunday night. So probably Friday or Saturday. I think you can spin initially. You take your initial 5 free spins until Wednesday. So it don't matter when you do them up till Wednesday. And then if you're in the top number, whatever that is, you will be invited to spin again, and you'll have to do your spinning before Saturday, I would guess. And you'll get your prize, whatever it may be. I think in this first week, the maximum prize is going to be $500, but there will be other prizes as well, possibly of greater value than the actual cash prize of $500, and possibly of lesser value. I mean, it might be an Avazu hat or something like that. I don't know. But there are various different prizes. I think there are 40 different prizes on the wheel, and you spin it, and you get whatever you land on. I think you've got a couple of 2 or 3 chances to, or possibly potentially 2 or 3 chances to hit the prize that you're looking for. Okay. Michael says, okay, got it. Thank you. Good. Bozina, Michael, you can also qualify with withdrawals by introducing an elite member. Yes, I should have mentioned that, Bozina. Thank you. It's a very good point. You don't have to pay the $100 yourself if you introduce a new member who qualifies by paying the $100, or You have an existing member that you've referred that chooses to pay the $100 to qualify. It will qualify you for, for the withdrawal at the same time as that member. And there's no limit on the number of people you can. I mean, you can go out and introduce 10 people that come in, buy all 6 pools for $100, all 10 of them, and you will have $10 withdrawals every month, because you'll get $10 for each and every one of them. So there's no limit on what you can do, and you can do it without putting your hand in your pocket, just by sharing a little bit of love. Okay, very good point. Thank you so much, Bettina. Okay, numbers. Last 24 hours, we have an increase, a net increase of 31 in our registered members to 40,456. Net increase because we take out people who have not logged in for 2 months. We get people that sign up, but then they never follow through and never do anything. So we take all those out. We don't want the database cluttered, and we always have new registrations. And usually now we have more registrations that we're taking out. So it's a net increase of 31 in the last 24 hours. Active members are people that are logging in on a regular basis, usually every day, because the more times you log in, the more days in a month you log in, the more money into your fund. And that's what I was talking about before. You want to build that fund as much as you can all the time. So we have a net increase, not a net increase, it's just an increase because we don't take people out of there. But it's an increase of 80 in the last 24 hours to 4,586. On the Multiply Visa front, which relates to the original Visa tokens, not much change, but there was an increase of 4 in the email verified members, and the bonus pool went up by $1 to $10,211.17. And that increase is just purely from logging in and getting the revenue share. So if you're in Multiply Visa, you log in every day, you get your revenue share. Okay. The Multiply Visa site will come to life once we are able to get onto that changeover from the Visa tokens from Waves into the Binance Smart Chain. It will have some controlled liquidity in there. Okay. Let me just have another check in here, and we've got somebody, Bush 1G. Bush sounds like a brewery. Anheuser-Busch. I don't know whether you are a drinking man or not, but anyway, he's here from Twitch. So nice to see you. Don't know where you're from, but you're very, very welcome. Okay. No more questions there. That pretty much covers everything. Avazu have a webinar as well. I don't know whether it'll have finished already. They start at 7 o'clock on a Monday. It clashes directly with our webinar, but they will have been talking, or is still perhaps talking, about the games that they have launched today. All you need is a raffle ticket for the $1 billion raffle. They're available at $20, $50, $100 gets you into 2 raffles. So it gets you into this raffle and the big one in about a year's time for $5 billion. So you can say that's like $50 a raffle. So there's a $20 ticket, a $50 ticket, and a $100 ticket. But the $100 tickets for those two raffles. The any of those tickets get you into the weekly and the monthly games. So um, which are just a bonus thrown in for you, really, while they're getting ready, while they're selling all the tickets, and then having the big draw, which will probably take place around about February next year, I'm guessing. Okay, so until then, you've got lots and lots of chances to win a lot of money. Even though, as I say, this week it started with a maximum of $500. I think. Pretty sure you'll see it increasing in value, um, the prize money, pretty steadily week by week. Might not be much at the beginning, but I think you'll gradually see it growing more and more. And there is potential for it to be $50,000 plus, um, as more and more tickets are sold. So it's exciting times in Havasu as well. So there you go. And somebody's saying happy birthday for Norman. Let me have a look at that. Just a moment. Okay. Richard says happy birthday to Norman from yesterday. Well, we've got to sing happy birthday to Norman. Okay. Even though it's a day late, Norman, happy birthday to you. Come on, everybody. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Norman. Happy birthday to you. Whee! And with that, I'm leaving you. I'll be back same place tomorrow, 7 p.m. London time on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group. We share abundance publicly. And until then, get out there, share some love and abundance. It'll make you feel good, and you'll find that everything that you want to lead in life will start heading towards you. You won't be chasing it anymore. Until tomorrow, be with the warriors. Go that extra mile. I'll see you later, alligator. In a wild crocodile. See you later, alligator. Always wear a smile. See you later, alligator.